Hello, today we are going to be talking about Ifeanyi Adeleke's demise, the legal consequences that awaits the nanny and the cook, the chef that is in police detention right now, and again the legal remedy that awaits Davido and Chioma, and finally what the CCTV and the autopsy reveals about Ifeanyi Adeleke's demise. On Monday, the 31st day of October 2022, news broke out on the internet that Ifeanyi Adeleke drowned in a pool at his father's house in Banana Island. And again, during this occurrence, the mom and the dad traveled to Oyo State for a family gathering. So they were not around when this whole thing happened. Police invited 8 of the domestic staff in that house for thorough investigation. And during the thorough investigation and thorough interrogation from them, 6 were released based on they don't have any attachment to the event. But in detention right now is the chef and Ifeanyi's nanny. For those of you that doesn't know Davido, and those that doesn't know Chioma, and those that doesn't know Ifeanyi, Davido is a popular Nigerian artist whose baby mama is Chioma Roland, and they gave birth to a son called Ifeanyi Adeleke. So these three are in the triangle of family. They are co-parenting. So the 2 of them are parents to Ifeanyi Adeleke. They were not in town when this unfortunate incident happened. They traveled to Ibadan for family gathering, and the news came to them. They have to fly back to Lagos to this event, to this sad event. But right now, in detention is still the chef to Ifeanyi Adeleke and the nanny to Ifeanyi Adeleke. The 6 others were discharged. And according to news that Ifeanyi Adeleke's body was retrieved from the water and deposited for autopsy. Once it was retrieved from the water, it was deposited for autopsy, and the next step they are going to take is to do their CCTV review, to review the CCTV and know what went wrong, what really happened, and how it happened. So that is the current news now. The autopsy result is still not out yet, and again they are about to review their CCTV that is in their home. And remember, on this channel, we don't bring you trending news without giving you the legal support, the legal backup, the legal connection between the news and the fact of the news and the legal connection to it. Now, the legal question should be, what legal consequences await the nanny or await the chef? Both of them whose sole aim is to take care of Ifeanyi Adeleke in the presence or in the absence of the mom. And again, another legal question is, what are the remedies that are available to Chioma and Davido in this incident that happened to them? Now, let me give it a breakdown. For you to be criminally responsible, there must be an intent and there must be an action towards that intent. Intent in the sense of intention. There must be an intention for you to execute that offense. Like you want to kill a friend, you must have the intent to kill a friend, and again complete the intent with an action by buying a gun to kill a friend or a knife to so action and intent. When there is an absence of this action and an intent, you're not criminally responsible for anything. And when it's not proven that there is actually an intent and an action backing that intent up, then you're not criminally responsible for anything. So in this case, if at the end of the interrogation investigation that there is nothing found on the nanny and on the chef about having the intention to kill Ifeanyi Adeleke, having the intention to, YouTube is not allowing us to mention foul words, bad words. YouTube don't allow us to mention that. So in the case of the nanny and the chef, they can only be criminally responsible for the demise of Ifeanyi Adeleke if there was an intent to do that and an action towards that. Anything that is not established within these 2 things, if it's not established that there is these 2 things that are in existence, sorry, the only thing that Davido have is the civil right and the civil lawsuit which is on negligence. So if by the end of the day they are not able to prove or establish the fact that there was an intent to harm Ifeanyi, or there was no action to pursue that intent to harm Ifeanyi, then the two of them will end up not being criminally responsible for what happened to Ifeanyi Adeleke. Then, what remedy are available to Chioma and Davido? What legal remedy do you think are available to them? Now, the remedy that is available to them, the remedy that is available to them, if they did not establish that there was a criminal intent, there was an action towards that, if these two things, if the criminal aspect of it has not been established, if they are not found guilty criminally, then he doesn't have any solution. He doesn't have any solution to that from the criminal aspect. The only thing he has available to him is the civil lawsuit. And in this case now, he will sue the chef and the nanny for negligence. And you know, in negligence, the only option or the only remedy in negligence is injunction and payment of damages. Yes, injunction and compensation. Nobody is going to jail. It's just compensation. And just watch now. If it ends up or if it lands in Davido and Chioma suing for negligence, where is the nanny going to get money to pay for compensation? Where is the chef going to get money to pay for compensation? So the summary in this life is, let us all pray that bad things doesn't happen to us, terrible things doesn't happen to us. Okay, so let's continue. Like I said, the remedy that is available to Chioma and Davido is their civil lawsuit. Is the civil lawsuit they will sue against the chef and the nanny for being negligent in their duty. One thing you need to know about negligence: when suing for negligence in the law court, there are things that you're supposed to prove in court for that lawsuit to be successful. One, you must prove that there is a duty, there was and there is a duty of care. There is a contract for that duty of care, because negligence have three elements that you need to prove in the court for your lawsuit to be successful. You have to prove that there exists a legal contract that establishes a duty of care. Establish a duty of care. One. Then number two, you need to establish that, okay, even when there is legal contract that established that duty of care, that the person went ahead to breach that duty of care. And in this case now, yes, the nanny has the duty of care. There's a contract for the nanny to exhibit duty of care towards Ifeanyi. And in this case now, she breached it by not being careful, by not taking care of Ifeanyi, because the story has it that the nanny was in the room with Ifeanyi when the chef entered. And they were discussing. A call came in the phone of the nanny, and the nanny went some steps away to answer call. You left the baby you're supposed to take care of. You went some steps away to answer call. And when she came back, she couldn't find Ifeanyi, thinking the chef went away with Ifeanyi. You see the story? So in this case now, she breached that duty of care to Ifeanyi. Then the last thing is the damages that occurred during the breach of care. And you know, in this case now, the damage that occurred is the demise of Ifeanyi. So sad. So these three things must be proved in law court for your lawsuits on negligence to be successful. So it's indeed a hard pill to swallow. Death of this boy affected all Nigerians, because the father is a public figure and the boy himself is a public figure. Like, everybody felt his demise. Every single human being felt his demise. It's an unfortunate incident that no one prays for himself. No one prays for that, and you can't even wish your enemy such things. You can't. So please, in summary, let's all pray for God to avoid trouble for us. So that is it about the short story concerning the demise of Ifeanyi Adeleke, the legal consequences that await the nanny and the chef, and the legal remedies that are available to Chioma and Davido, and the brief summary of what really happened and what the CCTV in their house will be brought to you on this channel, and the autopsy, what the autopsy will be revealed, will be brought to you on this channel too, as long as the news is made public. So we'll still come back to update you guys on that. So stay tuned on this channel, like this video, share it if you like it, share it to someone that needs to hear, needs to know, and needs to watch it. And please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching. See you guys next time. Bye.